It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Hello, Be It Babe. We made it. We made it to the end of January. You did it. You're in. You're 1 month in. And if that makes you freak out, you should probably listen to this episode more often. You should listen to Be It Pod more often. I am calling in more ease in my year. I'm really, truly trying to do that. I am calling in more joy and also not letting things outside of my control steal my joy. I mean, good fucking luck up for me, but that is what I'm doing. One of the things that I want in this year. And we started a new segment around here in the FYF where we celebrate some women who've just inspired the fuck out of me. And I hope they inspire you because I think we need a little more of that. So Michelle King pledges historic $30 million to U.S. soccer for women and girls soccer programs. The investment came from Kane will scale competitive opportunities for youth players, expand and improve talent identification, and fuel professional development for women, players, coaches, and referees. You guys, this is so cool. This woman donated $30 million, and it's for women and girls soccer programs because sometimes we're so focused on the professionals and we're like, they're not making enough. We're not paying women equal. And you know what? If we can focus more, we should do all of that, and someone will do that. But we can also, as a group or as listeners or as people who love something or passion for them, going, how can I support the youth in that? How can I create foundations so that there's something to stand on? So when we should have more equal pay. But as we have that, we have people coming in to continue to take those spaces and enjoy the fruits of that labor. So way to go, Michelle. So King's $30 million donation over the next 5 years is the largest philanthropic investment in U.S. soccer's women's and girls programs and the most generous donation ever made to U.S. soccer by a woman. Brilliant. Way to go, Michelle. So cool is there's a lot of women out there who do some amazing donations, and there is proof that when women make money, the communities that they live in benefit. When women make money, they actually put it back into the communities more than men. And to the few good men that are listening, this is not like a nag on you, but it's just like what studies show. Okay. So don't come at me like I do a ton of stuff. I'm sure you do. Thank you. Keep doing it. And maybe get your friends to do it too, you know? So thank you, Michelle. I don't even play soccer. I don't even watch soccer, but that got me super excited. Do you see how you can see wins and things that have nothing to do with you? They affect you in zero way. Okay. So Stacy Extens is one of our agency members. And she said one of her wins is having a great conversation on the phone with Kim Young, another member, today comparing notes and discussing our Pilates path. We also agreed to meet regularly moving forward. Doing contract work for the studio I rent from. We are moving. I'm in a transition phase until 2025 and could use the income. And they want to help with marketing things. I got a part-time job, 20 hours a week that offers me a set schedule, great for building my Pilates business more, and health insurance. Love it. Made a connection with a breast cancer nonprofit, offering them a sample class to their team so that they will encourage folks to come to see me for lessons. I will also fundraise for them each fall. I had melanoma removed from my knee recently. I was told that they got all of it, so I am cancer-free. Stacy, your wins are so cool, and I just want to highlight something. A lot of times people think that they have to make their main thing the main thing right away. And it is okay, you guys, to take a beat and get like a part-time job. Make sure that the hours work with when you don't want to be teaching. You don't want to be doing something that you're trying to build so that you can have just some consistent income and for Stacy, health insurance, so that when she's not doing that, she can focus on building her business. And so when her business can't support her, then she can let go of that. I think sometimes we put a lot of pressure on things to happen sooner than they're ready. And then we freak out and then we make decisions that are in freak out. No one benefits from that. And you end up making decisions that actually won't affect you in a kind way. It just happens that way. All right. So then we have our wonderful Melissa Nagai from Canada. I had a retired Pilates teacher contact me this week to start lessons. He says that he practices daily, but he hadn't had his own teacher for a few years. I'm excited to meet him. I'm restructuring my teacher training. I'm happy with the work I've got done on this. My apprentice is slowly teaching more and more. She's doing great. We're going to start having her work with a couple private clients. Way to go. Melissa, I love this win because you have a long time ago needed to get some teachers in your studio. Your studio is so busy and it's not easy to build someone up for your clients to enjoy. And you have done that even while being busy. And the reputation that you've put out into this world is getting out there because now a teacher wants to work with you. And you are truly someone, I hope you're listening, who is so consistent, just consistently work on things. And that is why you have these amazing wins. And I love that you celebrate them when they're small. We're not waiting for the apprentice to be done with all of her hours before we celebrate how great she's doing. So thank you so much for letting us have that. Okay, a win of mine. We haven't been home quite a month and we're going to be leaving soon, but I started journaling. Found another journal. I love to do a journal and I got away from my morning pages for a little bit. I do them different times. I started using affirmation cards and pulling them to journal towards. But I got this new journal for this year and it's really fun because it lets me explore the moon and where it's at in the day that I'm journaling. And so I can really, truly understand like what is happening outside of my control that could make me feeling the way that I'm feeling. Not that the moon is like making me an angry person or anything like that, but my moon is Cancer and Cancer is the moon. So I'm affected by it a lot and I love to look at it. And I think it's so fun. And I have had this desire to have more ease. And for years, I thought, what would it be like if I tried to make my work and my goals align with when the moon is getting bigger and when the moon is getting smaller? And what would that be like? And I did that years ago with my cycle. And so I'm just like, my win is that I've just been journaling in this journal and noticing the moon and where it's at and what's going on with the stars and just going, okay, I'm not going to wait to do things, but I'm also not going to push so hard either. There's a difference between pushing and being pulled. And there's an energy out there that wants to support me in everything I want to do. And there's an energy that wants to support you in everything you want to do. And sometimes we actually are trying to shove things through when really if we just took a beat, someone would come right up and pick it up and take it for you. So my win is this new journal. I've been loving it. I've done it for 31 days. Really proud of myself. Really loving it. Do you have a journal you love? I would love to hear it. And if you do journal every day, you should be celebrating that win because not everyone does. Lots of people want to. And you are doing something a lot of people want to do. Meanwhile, not giving yourself credit for doing something that's not easy. So I want to hear you celebrate your journaling. I want to hear all of that. All right. Let's pull out a mantra, affirmation. This one says, don't judge your beginnings harshly. Don't judge your beginnings harshly. Don't judge your beginnings harshly. You are amazing, my loves. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I hope these wins inspire you. Notice how this whole entire month, not a single one of mine has been taking a lot of action on anything. And that is because we don't need to wait to celebrate the things we did. We can actually talk about and focus on what we did do, which might have been just actually getting your dreams on a calendar. So thank you. And until next time, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the Epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.